Now it's huge. Good morning.
Good morning.
It's 11:30.
Welcome to my show, Real Estate in my red truck.
It's real estate talk in my scoot. And because you don't have a scoot and it is a truck. But we're in Rhode Island, so that's why we're in opposite seats, because Michael is driving. But we are out here because... We're actually out here because Sarah is in the process of doing some college tours, and we're out here kind of looking around to see if it would be advantageous for us to maybe invest in a property, maybe her sophomore, junior year college, if
Later.
she chose this college. But that's going to be our topic today, letting you guys know that we can actually assist you if you have a family or a friend that is in another state. We can actually find a realtor for you that can assist that family member or friend in purchasing a home.
So we can only...
Or investment property.
We can only physically and legally assist you in Delaware, Maryland, and Pennsylvania.
Right. We can show those houses in those
We can do that.
states. Right.
We can do that. We can do that. But what we can do is, if you've got family in Phoenix or Rhode Island,
South Carolina,
North
Atlanta.
Carolina, we can do the due diligence and make a bunch of phone calls to those Keller Williams offices in those areas and find somebody that matches up well with you. We can go right to the... I'm the broker for our Delaware office, so I can pick up the phone and call the broker of that office and say, hey, here's the folks I have. They're looking to invest. Give me an agent in that office that deals well with folks who are investing.
Now, you might be wondering why we would do that. In actuality, it's because we get paid.
And we're nice.
So that real estate agent in that state, we are handing them a client that they didn't have to necessarily work for, so to speak. That's kind of, real estate talk. They didn't have to work for that agent by advertising or marketing. We would call them up and say, hey, we've got Betsy Johnson that's ready to buy a house in Atlanta. I want to make sure that they're vetted. Vetted meaning that they've already done their due diligence of being pre-approved, ready to rock and roll. Even if they need to sell a house in that state to maybe relocate to Delaware or Maryland or Jersey or Pennsylvania. But regardless, when that agent in that state finds them a property, from that agent in that state, we will receive a referral fee from them because we gave them a ready and able client.
Made that a little complicated, but if we can refer somebody, we can refer you to someone, and then we would make a couple dollars off of that referral.
Now,
She took 4 minutes to say that, but
now see, if I would have said it like that, you would have been talking about me. But we're out here, probably won't be back until Thursday. Kind of a mini vacation for us also. Where are you taking me to eat?
we are going to...
Really? Look at your face.
We are going to the Salted Slate.
I always allow him to find the little cornball places to eat, and then we're gonna go do some more little.
We're gonna go to Boston.
But we're also gonna go to the Keller Williams office here to actually sit down, find a location, pass some cards around, look and see what they might have, just property-wise, what the taxes are like. Because do understand this as well. Every state is different, and what I mean by that, the contract is different. How they may close the loan going to closing is different. In the state of Delaware, we use attorneys. In Pennsylvania, they use
title companies.
Maryland,
they use title companies.
So every state is different. And I actually had to learn that the hard way with a New York deal. I was constantly calling that agent in New York, trying to find out what is the problem. You're holding my clients in Delaware who were purchasing up. They had to sell their house in New York, and they were purchasing in Delaware. And because in the state of New York, they don't have what's called time is of the essence, it cost my buyers a couple extra dollars. So they do attorneys, do the contract, et cetera, et cetera. So I learned that probably 2014 the hard way. So every state is different. Please understand that. So, but we can help you. I think that's what today's segment is on. And also just to kind of give you a shout out that, investing in other states is a possibility. Stop always looking in your current state of what's out there, whether it be duplex or a small little $50,000 property, sometimes when a certain area is saturated with investors, it might cause you to branch out of that state.
Just had a client this past week who lives in New York and bought a home in city of Newark for their son for school.
Right, and they were in New York.
No more residence halls, no more paying rent. The kid's going to live in the property, rent it out to a couple of his buddies, and then after the fact, they can keep it as a rental because it has a rental permit.
There you go. That's another thing. Certain areas are required. You're required to have rental permits. So that's what we're doing out here in Rhode Island. And yet, Sarah is a junior, so she has not yet made her decision. But we came out here Sunday night right after my Tony Braxton concert.
That will be a separate video all to
She
itself.
was good. I enjoyed it because I know all the songs. Michael always takes me to all of his little concerts, and I know barely nothing. But this concert, I was rocking.
You got to sing the songs for her because she certainly didn't sing them.
Anyway, so we came Sunday, got right in the car after the concert, got here early, 6 o'clock in the morning, straight to what we had to do Monday with
At
her.
Johnson and Wales.
Johnson and Wales. Very nice school. So we did all that. She's going for culinary arts. So we had a good time, and then we stayed longer to do some a little investigating based on searching for some properties and seeing what's out here.
And to sleep, since we drove all night to get here.
So anywho, give us a call if you have family or friends who are looking to purchase in another state. We can assist you with helping them find a realtor. We don't know everyone in every state, so we might have to do some investigating. I do have some contacts in certain areas, but if there's areas that I have not yet actually visited or know, we can actually do our due diligence.
I can't imagine that there's somebody in a state that you haven't spoken with.
He gets upset because I do know a lot of people. I know enough. So this is real estate talk, and today Michael's scoot.
My scoot.
But give us a call if you have any real estate questions. 302-354-4271. I think I wore this shirt. I keep thinking about that.
302-540-7448. Haritos Realty Group, Keller Williams Realty. Have an awesome day.
I wore this in another episode.